We'll do it live. 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 Okay. So I want to make a long video, but I just want to update you guys that does anyone else find it suspicious that Glenn Beck has this fake crying that he does every day on his show for Charlie Kirk? So I was listening to the Glenn Beck show today as I'm driving to work, and he's doing his fake crying routine. So today he was fake crying. Today's the 17th of September, and Charlie Kirk was killed last week. And I teared up here and there. I didn't like sob over Charlie Kirk, but I mean, I got choked up a little bit here and there when I thought about him and his children. But Glenn Beck is just like uncontrollably sobbing on his show. But it doesn't look, but he's not, there's no tear. Okay, like I watched his show about a few days ago. I think he was interviewing Megyn Kelly. Was that Megyn Kelly? And he was crying, but there were no tears. I think it was Megyn Kelly. I can't remember. I think it was Megyn Kelly. Maybe it was somebody else. Anyway, Glenn Beck sitting there, he's crying, but there's no tears, right? And then that was like several days ago. And I thought, well, but no, actually I didn't think, well, I looked at him and go, dude, he's not, this is fake. Why is Glenn Beck fake crying on his show for Charlie Kirk? I can understand you're talking, maybe you think about his kids and you get choked up for a second. I've done that a couple times, okay? But who just sobs uncontrollably, but it's not even real. Glenn Beck does that. Now, why is Glenn Beck doing that? Okay, so today I listened to the Glenn Beck show, and he's doing fake crying again, and he's talking about, I mean, it's so obvious. It's not like you have to guess at it. Glenn Beck is going on his public show, and he's doing fake crying as he talks about Charlie Kirk and then promoting Ben Shapiro at the same time. Oh! And promoting Ben Shapiro at the same time. So what he did today, I only caught like seconds of his show, because who can stomach this shit? You understand, dude. If you have an IQ above that of like a monkey and you live in America, all of this media is so repugnant. It's so repugnant, dude. These are the most despicable people. I've been saying that from day one on my show. I've been saying that from day one, that these people are despicable. They're despicable. Glenn Beck, Dave Rubin, I've talked about him a lot. I'm going to talk about him some more because Megyn Kelly was just on his show. Notice how Megyn Kelly goes around and talks to this. I can't remember if Megyn Kelly was talking to Glenn Beck, but she's on my mind too. Anyway, Glenn Beck this morning is on his show, and he's literally fake crying again. He's literally fake crying again. He can't stop fake crying for some reason. And I'm going to speculate as to why he's fake crying. But he's fake crying as he's promoting Ben Shapiro. As he's promoting Ben Shapiro to replace Charlie Kirk. Get it? Get it? See how this works? Charlie Kirk was killed by these fucking scumbags. Now, I'm not saying Glenn Beck is directly involved. But see, he's part of the group that did it. He's part of the group that did it. And Ben Shapiro is part of the group that did it. Ben Shapiro, Glenn Beck are part of the group of people. They're affiliated with the group of people that ordered the hit on Charlie Kirk. Did this weird pervert, Antifa pervert, pull the trigger? I think maybe he did. I think he did. It looks like he did. But was there a wider conspiracy? I believe that there is. Do I have evidence that there is yet? No, but I have a motive. I don't have evidence, but I have a motive. We have a motive for a wider conspiracy. And of course, Glenn Beck is paid by the group that has a motive to kill Charlie Kirk. And that group is the group that Ben Shapiro represents on his show. The truth of the matter, I'm going to tell you, to be honest with you, I'm actually sick of talking about this. And the only reason I have to is because we're still ruled by these people. if we had our own government, then they could just do whatever they want. I wouldn't care. But see, we're under them. I'm not allowed to say I want a national socialist government or something else. There's no one representing me in the Congress or the Senate or the White House or the Pentagon or the CIA or the FBI or the US Marshals or the state Senate. Like, there's literally no representation. But it's not just me and my views. It's like everybody I know. I don't know anybody that's represented by the US government. Donald Trump kind of pretended like he was going to. But the thing is this Ben Shapiro group has so much power and influence over the government that Donald Trump is like a helpless little toddler trying to survive it all. He's so weak. He's so weak. And it's not really his fault. He's a smart guy. He's ingenious. He made it into the White House. But the thing is, he made it into the White House by kissing the ass of these people that just blew Charlie Kirk's head off. It's disgusting. Are Kash Patel and Dan Bongino going to uncover all this and expose it all? I doubt it. How could they? This is the America that we live in. This is the America that's been constructed over since the 1800s. And this is the America that bombed the shit out of Germany and is doing the same thing to Europe. They're doing the same thing to Europe. They're doing the same thing to Australia. They're killing us all. And there's no resistance. There's no resistance. There's no resistance. There's no significant resistance. All the resistance is like from fringe people on Twitter or whatever going, hey, bro, let's not be subjects of a Talmudic government. Let's not be their subjects anymore. Let's do something else. It's such a small percentage of people that are like, fuck this, let's go. Who comes to mind? Thomas Sowell over in Australia comes to mind. That's about it. The Golden Dawn party from like 10 years ago comes to mind. They all got arrested, remember? You probably don't. But anyway, so Glenn Beck is fake crying on his show. He fake cries for Charlie Kirk, who he says is his friend. He was my friend. Oh, I'm so sad. He was my friend. But guess what? There's this other guy named Ben Shapiro, and he's super smart, and he's going to take his place. After they blew his neck off and literally hit him in the artery, and blood just gushed out of his neck like a fountain. And Glenn Beck's just sitting there rubbing his hands with Benjamin Netanyahu and what's that guy's name? Who's the billionaire guy? He's the hedge fund manager. Who's the billionaire hedge fund manager that I spoke about him the other day? Tucker Carlson talks about that guy, that billionaire guy. Hedge fund manager. Why are we under these people? I don't know. I can't remember. Ackman. Oh, Bill Ackman. Yeah, Bill Ackman. Bill Ackman's rubbing his hands with Ben Shapiro. You know, Bill Ackman was like really involved with Charlie Kirk. This is the problem, dude. This is the problem. At some point, people need to realize America has been catastrophic for the white race in particular because of Judaism. Judaism has been catastrophic for America, Europe, Canada, Australia. It's been catastrophic. It's been catastrophic. Now, Israel, the state, is in this big war right now, right? And they're losing a lot of ground, which is why they had to kill Charlie Kirk, because they created Charlie Kirk. They groomed Charlie Kirk to work for them. And he's like, hey, bro, I'm Christian, though. And now I've found the true Christ, which is the truth. See, you tried to groom me with Zionism, which was invented by the Rothschilds in the 1800s. But then I found Christ, which is the truth. The truth is the light, you see? And now I'm going to tell the truth. And that's why they put a bullet in his neck. And they're like, hey guys, guess what? Boo-hoo-hoo! I've got Ben Shapiro, though, and he's super smart. He can go debate the liberals for us. Glenn Beck. That's Glenn Beck. Boo-hoo-hoo! Boo, I'm Glenn Beck. Boo-hoo-hoo! Oh, I'm so sad. As I cash my $100 million check. As I cash my $100 million check. Boo-hoo! My friend Charlie Kirk is dead. But guess what? There's this guy named Ben Shapiro, and he's super smart, and he can do all the things that Charlie Kirk did, and better, because he loves Israel. Fuck you, man. You're such a fucking piece of shit, Glenn Beck. You are such a fucking piece of shit. You're such a fucking piece of shit. You got to understand the planet we are on, bro. You are on planet fucking doom. That's where you are. If you are listening to the broadcast, I'm here to orient you to where you are in fucking life. You are on planet doom. You are on planet doom with a bunch of fucking demonic fucking goblins called Glenn Beck and Megyn Kelly and Ben Shapiro and Mark Levin and all the rest of them. They're demonic fucking hell goblins. They will they will pretend like they are your friend and then blow your fucking head off in front of your kids, in front of your 1-year-old and your 3-year-old. And then they'll be like, boo-hoo-hoo, I'm so sad on the radio, on public. He does this in public. He fake cries in public. Glenn Beck fake cries in public and then promotes Ben Shapiro to take over the whole thing. Now, here's part 2 of what I want to tell you. Charlie Kirk's wife is a nice-looking girl, nice-looking lady. She's got 2 kids that now don't have a dad. And so what I want to suggest for her is to just take the money and go with your church and go, don't be part of this anymore. You know why? Because what they're going to do, the people that killed your husband, Erica, the people that killed get this video to Erica. I'm talking to you, Erica. The people that blew your husband away, that killed him, now are all up in your business. They're calling you on the phone. Hey, Erica, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, that's so terrible. Hey, we've got a lot of money for you, though. We've got that $100 million we're going to give to Charlie. We can just give it to you. See, that's what's going on, bro. That's what's going on, Erica. And is she wise enough to say no? No. She's a woman. She's a woman. And women, in my opinion, I like women. I like women. Women are beautiful. Women are wonderful. They don't belong in politics. Politics is a game of blowing people's heads off. That's what you want to be involved in? Because now you're talking to those people on the phone. Erica, I'm sorry to tell you. Now they're calling you on the phone. They're buzzing your phone. They're paging you. They're texting you. Hey, Erica, it's me, Ben Shapiro. Hey, Erica, it's me, Bill Ackman. We've got some money for you. We've got money for you. Give us everything. Give it to us, Erica. We want it. We've got a nice guy lined up for you, Erica. That's who these fucking people are, dude. They are so sick. They are so fucking sick. And all of this wouldn't exist without the Federal Reserve Bank. With Andrew Jackson fought. The last person to fight this in America was Andrew Jackson. And he beat them, but then his term ended, and then they started with Abraham Lincoln. They reformed the Republican Party into this Abraham Lincoln thing and made that into the Republican Party, which then defeated the South under the guise of slavery and fighting racism. And Abraham Lincoln was a communist. I don't want to get into this. We're going too far. You're like, I didn't sign up for this, bro. I'm just here for the Memes, bro. I don't actually want to fucking know anything. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, I guess I don't really have anything else to say. Glenn Beck fake cries. Glenn Beck fake cries. Ben Shapiro is going to take it over. Erica is going to get a bunch of money from the people that killed her husband, like Bill Ackman and the whole Zionist fucking organizations of America. They're the ones that fucking ordered the hit. So, it's so disgusting, right? The Troons carry out the violence on behalf of the Zionist Organization of America and the Anti-Defamation League. I'll just end off with that. I mean, what else can I say? Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.